Hello everyone, welcome to Current Affair MCQs program. Let's begin with previous day's practice question. Question was, consider the following features. 1. It is called the Giant of Africa and is the most populous country in Africa. 2. It is located in West Africa and opens in the Atlantic Ocean. 3. It is bordered by Niger, Chad, Cameroon and Benin. Which of the following countries is best described by the above characteristics? Democratic Republic of the Congo, Ethiopia, Nigeria or Ghana? The correct answer is option C, Nigeria. Nigeria, often referred to as the Giant of Africa, is the most populous country on the continent. It boasts the largest economy in Africa and is rich in oil resources. Situated in West Africa, Nigeria opens into the Atlantic Ocean and shares borders with Niger, Chad, Cameroon and Benin. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Now let's begin today's episode. First question is, with reference to aphantasia, consider the following statements. 1. It is a condition where individuals are unable to visualize images in their minds. 2. The term aphantasia was coined in 2015 by neurologist Adam Ziman. 3. Individuals with hyperphantasia can experience mental images with exceptional vividness. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 1 and 3 only, 2 and 3 only, or 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Aphantasia is a condition where individuals cannot visualize images in their mind. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Aphantasia, first noted by Francis Galton in the 1880s, the term aphantasia was coined in 2015 by neurologist Adam Ziman. Hence, statement 2 is correct. It affects about 2% of the population, with ongoing research needed to understand its causes and implications. Individuals with hyperphantasia possess an exceptionally vivid imagination, often experiencing mental images as if they were real. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Hence, option D is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements. 1. Sickle cell disease is a genetic blood disorder characterized by the production of abnormally shaped white blood cells. 2. The National Sickle Cell Anemia Elimination Mission aims to eliminate sickle cell disease as a public health problem in India by 2047. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option B, 2 only. Sickle cell disease is a genetic blood disorder characterized by the production of abnormally shaped red blood cells which are crescent to sickle shaped instead of the normal round shape. This condition can block blood flow, leading to pain, anemia, infections and organ damage. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. The National Sickle Cell Anemia Elimination Mission aims to eliminate sickle cell disease as a public health problem in India by 2047. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements. 1. International Container Transshipment Port or ICTP at Galathea Bay has been proposed as the 13th major port of India. 2. The Maritime Initiative for Training in the Indo-Pacific, that is MATRI, between India and the US aims to regional partners utilize tools from the Indo-Pacific Maritime Domain Awareness. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option A, 1 only. The Indian government has proposed the establishment of a mega international container transshipment port at Galathea Bay on Great Nicobar Island in the Bay of Bengal as the 13th major port of India. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The Maritime Initiative for Training in the Indo-Pacific of Quad aims to help regional partners utilize tools from the Indo-Pacific Maritime Domain Awareness. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following features. 1. It is nestled in the Chota Nagpur Plateau. 2. It is the third largest tiger reserve in India. 3. It maintains ecological connectivity with nearby tiger reserves such as Sanjay Dubri and Palamu. Which of the following protected areas is best defined by above features? Simlipal Tiger Reserve, Kana Tiger Reserve, Guru Ghasidas Tamor Pingla Tiger Reserve, or Panna Tiger Reserve? The correct answer is option C, Guru Ghasidas Tamor Pingla Tiger Reserve. Guru Ghasidas Tamor Pingla Tiger Reserve is nestled in the Chota Nagpur Plateau and partly in the Baghelkhand Plateau. It has a core habitat of 2049.2 square kilometer, comprising Guru Ghasidas National Park and Tamor Pingla Wildlife Sanctuary, and a buffer zone of 780.15 square kilometer. It is the third largest tiger reserve in India, followed by Nagarjun Sagar, Sri Shalam, Andhra Pradesh, and Manas in Assam. GGTB Tiger Reserve adopts the landscape approach approach emphasizing interconnected habitats for biodiversity conservation. It ensures ecological connectivity with neighboring tiger reserves like Sanjay Dobri in Madhya Pradesh, Bandhavgarh in Madhya Pradesh, and Palamu in Jharkhand. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Next question, back to basics and march to future approach recently in the news is related to tackling food security challenges, promoting digital transformation in rural areas, advancing space exploration through traditional and modern technologies, or reforming the education system. The correct answer is option A, tackling food security challenges. India advocates for a dual approach of back to basics and march to future for tackling food security, blending traditional wisdom with modern innovation. This vision emphasizes promoting organic farming, popularizing millets, referred to as Sri Ann in India, and developing climate resilient crop varieties. By harnessing these strategies, India aims to ensure sustainable agriculture, enhance nutritional security, and build resilience against climate change impacts, setting an example for holistic food security solutions. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements. 1. The National Food Security Act 2013 covers 67% of India's population with 75% coverage in rural areas and 50% in urban areas. 2. The Shanta Kumar Committee 2015 estimated that leakage in the public distribution system was more than two-thirds based on 2011-12 consumption data. 3. Cash transfers for food subsidies are considered a more efficient alternative to the current system of food grain distribution. How many of the statements given above is or are correct? Only one, only two, all three, or none? The correct answer is option B, only two. The National Food Security Act 2013 covers 67% of India's population with 75% coverage in rural areas and 50% in urban areas. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The Shanta Kumar Committee 2015 estimated public distribution system leakage at 46% based on 2011-12 data. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Cash transfers for food subsidies are seen as a more efficient and manageable alternative as highlighted in the discussion. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Next question. Consider the following statements about the factors influencing inflation and monetary policy in India. 1. Imported inflation could increase due to global factors like tariff impositions and stimulus measures by countries such as China. 2. Vegetable price inflation in India is largely due to the absence of minimum support prices for these crops. 3. Core inflation is primarily influenced by manufacturers' ability to pass on higher input cost to consumers. How many of the above statements are not correct? Only one, only two, all three, or none? The correct answer is option A, only one. Imported inflation can increase due to tariff impositions, stimulus measures, and a strong dollar, as highlighted by global factors such as policies by countries like the US and China. Hence, statement 1 is correct. While vegetables like tomatoes and onions are not covered under MSPs, their inflation is attributed to weather patterns, delayed monsoons, and supply-demand imbalances, not the absence of MSPs. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Core inflation is primarily influenced by manufacturers' ability to pass on higher input cost to consumers. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements regarding inverted duty structure. 1. An inverted duty structure occurs when the import duty on raw materials and intermediate goods is lower than the duty on finished products. 2. Central government schemes like advance authorization and RoDTEP addresses the IDS issue for both export-oriented and domestic-oriented manufacturers. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option D, neither 1 nor 2. That is, both the statements are incorrect. Inverted duty structure or IDS occurs when the import duty on raw materials and intermediate goods is higher than that on finished products, not lower. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. Schemes like advance authorization and RoDTEP provide relief primarily for exporters and do not adequately address the disparity faced by domestic-oriented manufacturers. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Hence, option D is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements. 1. Article 355 empowers the President of India to act without waiting for a governor's report if satisfied that constitutional machinery in a state has failed. 2. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar described Article 356 as an essential mechanism for addressing a breakdown in constitutional governance during the Constituent Assembly debates. Which of the statements given above is or are not correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option A, 1 only. Article 356 allows the president to act if satisfied that the state government cannot function as per constitutional provisions even without a governor's report. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. Article 355 obliges the union government to assist states in maintaining constitutional governance and addressing internal disturbances. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, during the Constituent Assembly debates, explained the necessity of Article 356 to address a breakdown in constitutional machinery. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Last question, consider the following statements. Statement 1, the India AI program focuses on creating government-led AI models using datasets supported by data protection legislation. Statement 2, Gov AI aims to centralize governance entirely on a single AI platform for maximum efficiency. Which one of the following is correct in respect of the above statements? Both statements are correct and statement 2 is the correct explanation for statement 1. Both statements are correct and statement 2 is not the correct explanation for statement 1. Statement 1 is correct but statement 2 is incorrect, or statement 1 is incorrect but statement 2 is correct. The correct answer is option C. Statement 1 is correct but statement 2 is incorrect. The India AI program includes the India Datasets program, which focuses on government-led AI models with safeguards against misuse through data protection legislation. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Gov AI does not aim to centralize governance on a single AI platform but rather envisions an ecosystem of AI applications and models to enhance governance across multiple domains. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. So, statement 1 is correct but statement 2 is not correct. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Now moving on to practice question, consider the following statements regarding diabetes. 1. Diabetes occurs when the pancreas either does not produce enough insulin or the body cannot effectively use the insulin it produces. 2. Type 1 diabetes usually develops during childhood, whereas type 2 diabetes is more common in adults over the age of 45. 3. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle can help prevent type 1 diabetes but not type 2 diabetes. How many of the statements given above is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, or none? Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Thanks for watching.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.